Hello, subscribers. Welcome to a live stream of SKALD against the Black Priory. So this is a brand new retro game that was just released today for mainstream purchase. You can get it on Steam or GOG. I don't know if there's other places you can get it, but I saw Retro Island Gaming streaming this earlier, and I had been following this game quite a while, a long time ago, but I had not checked up on it in a while. I purposely kept myself in the dark on a lot of it because I want to do a blind play where I don't really know much about the game, because you can only ever have one first experience for a game, and I will eventually do a review of it as well. So I like to see the intuitiveness of a game. I have no affiliation with this whatsoever. So this will be a completely honest first impression type play. So let's just get right into it. So I have it running in window mode. And I guess we'll just hit, I really haven't messed with the settings except for that. We'll just get right into doing a new game. Now, I haven't looked at the manual either. So again, this is so I can just kind of feel for how intuitive the interface and everything is. Welcome to the stream, Duncan. How you doing? Okay, choose a visual style. Default's recommended. Okay, that's what we're going to go with then. Continue. Welcome to character creation. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. Difficulty can be changed during play. Good to know. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, I am playing this on Windows 8.1. It says that Windows 10 is a requirement. So I'm actually going older than the requirement. So if I do run into an issue, it could be my fault because I'm running on Windows 8.1. But so far, it seems to be going well. So it looks like the default is easy, which is I'll probably just accept. New to this style of role-playing game. Combat is forgiving and there should be little need to optimize character builds. Dice rolls are weighted in the player's favor. Let me see what normal is. The game's intended difficulty. Okay, I'm going to go with normal then, even though I should pick easy. I'm definitely not a stranger to RPGs. Okay, attribute rerolls. 1, player rerolls 1. Ah, okay, I see now. Yeah, we definitely want normal then. Miss smoothing. Okay, that's cool. So this is fair. Hey, Draconic dude, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, I think it just means it didn't test on earlier version Windows. That makes sense. Well, this will be a good test. Combat heal disabled. Okay, so that's always the case. Let's see what that means. Enabled, the party will fully heal after each combat. Yeah, that seems like a cheat. Party has no limit to carrying capacity. That's a cheat. The main player character can never die. We definitely don't want that. Party does not need to consume food. Let's leave that off. Not encounter trash mob encounters. That seems like a really good feature. I will leave it disabled just because it's the default, but I'm assuming once you become a veteran of the game, that will be a fantastic feature. So we're just going to go with all the defaults. Select a class for your character. Classes define a character's role. Exclusive abilities. Okay, let's see. Arms Master. It's a warrior. Warrior's a frontline fighter. Take and deal large amounts of damage. Okay. Yeah, and actually, you know what? I need to update. I'm going to update my title here to say no spoilers. No spoilers. Just in case someone knows about the game and wants to spoil something, please no spoilers. Yep, I bought it right away. I got it on GOG. I do have a link on my Discord channel to Retro Island Gaming's affiliate link to Steam, so that he'll get a little cut. So if you do like Steam, that might be a good place to go to get it. But I bought the GOG version. I like having I like GOG so much better. Not have a specialized feat tree. Instead, the Arms Master has access to all the combat centered feat trees. They start with extra development points. Okay, so this seems kind of like a standard fighter. They use all weapons. Blade, axe, club, and bow. Okay. This is a Magos, specialized in destructive spells. There we got a little typo here. This should be, they also get access to a few basic combat-related feats. Wearing light armor. The main attribute for the class is intellect. Okay. Champion's a cleric. Blades and armor while still having limited divine spells. Hit points per level 4. Let me check this out. Here we go. Hit points per level 5. Battle Mages, I'm assuming is low. Yeah, 2. So that seems decent. This is another mage. Arcane schools. Comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat relief. That'd be probably too hard in the beginning for me. A Hierophant is a cleric who can develop all the different divine spell schools fully. No combat related feats. You're gonna get it on GOG too eventually, Draconic Dude? Cool. This is another cleric, Hospitaller. Hospitaller, I'll say. It's a cleric who serves as a frontline healer. Well armed and armored, they can stand their ground against overwhelming foes. Okay. Body magic school. Officer's a warrior, same hit points, less development starting DP. Force multiplier through tactical skills. Vastly improve the performance of their fellow party members. That too seems more advanced. Ranger, limited magic. Use any armor. Okay, and then a thief, a rogue. Stealth, backstab. Okay, we're gonna go with Arms Master as default. Probably the easiest. Select a background. Ooh. Claim a connection with the divine, far deeper than most. Always ready to dispense holy wisdom. Attunement. And again, I'm playing blind, so I know I'm going to get some terrible combinations, but that's okay. That's how we learn, and we'll see how it turns out. Kissing noble arses has made you a master of navigating cutthroat politics. That does not seem like a good idea for first playthrough. Stealth and thievery, nope. Old breed, 30 pounds carrying capacity bonus. That sounds like a good idea for a first playthrough. Crafting's probably advanced in the beginning. Let's see, noble lore. Assuming lore has something to do with either learning language related stuff or information. Sailor. Athletics and crafting. Okay. Sellsword, vitality, and athletics. No shortage of them willing to pay. That sounds like maybe a good one to start with. Anything that'll make us tougher. Hey, Jimmy and Mr. Spock, welcome to the stream. How you doing? No, I'm not getting any payout. I'm playing this. No affiliate here. This is a blind play. I haven't read the manual because eventually I'll do a review on it. So I want to see what it's like, you know, intuitively. Street Rat, Initiative Thievery, no, not for first. Club Damage bonus, not for first. Vagabond, Crafty and Survival. Stealth and Survival. Okay, we're going to go with Sellsword. Distribute points to your primary attributes and skills. These go a long way toward defining your characters mechanically. Okay. So primary stats and skills. We got 5 points here. Wounds represent serious injury. Much harder to recover for characters. Okay, vitality describes the amount of damage a character can take before becoming seriously wounded. Fairly easily regained. Okay. Describes character's magical energy. Okay, we're not going to focus on that for this one. Criminal and Thug. That's certainly a Jimmy type character. Again says. Why buy the cow when you're getting the milk for free, Jimmy says. Okay. Let's take a look. I like how you just left click on a given thing and it gives you the description. That's really nice, really intuitive. Measure of a character's brawn and physical power. This attribute influences athletics, melee damage, melee to hit. That sounds straightforward and good. Presence. Read and react to surrounding environment and people. Awareness, diplomacy, healing, and willpower. Intellect is crafting and lore. Lore, a general knowledge skill. Okay. Crafting's used, creating items. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Fortitude. How tough a character is. Vitality. Okay, we looked at that already. Wounds. Wounds represent serious injury. We looked at that. Survival. Used for forage for food, navigate difficult overland terrain, and also determine a character's general knowledge of nature. That sounds pretty good for a first play. Withstand physical effects, disease, and poison. That also sounds good. Okay, for sure we're going to put a point here. Probably 2 points. Let's look at agility. Stealth, thievery, crit chance, initiative, range to hit, dodge. Those all seem important too. Let's see, dodge. Avoid incoming attacks and other reflex-based dangers. How hard it is to hit. That's super important. Hit chance, initiative. Who goes first? Okay. Rated to critical hits. That's probably important, but for a first playthrough, that's probably not something I want to focus on. Our crit chance is 4. Melee damage, melee to hit is 2. Okay, so strength affects melee to hit. Let's do that. What would this do? Boost initiative by 1, which is probably a good thing. We'd also get dodge. Alright, so I'm going with this. Fairly balanced. And then skills. Swim, climb, jump. Counts encumbrance from armor. Details and hidden things. Okay, I'm not too worried about that right now. Crafting, no. Diplomacy, no. Healing is used in camp to increase the rate of wounded for characters. It is also influenced the amount of vitality regained from healing potions. That seems important. General knowledge, stealth. Okay, this seems important. It did not improve unless I do. Oh, fortitude improved it. I see now. Okay. Yeah, let's do healing. Okay. These are the feats derived from your class. Distribute your development points in them to gain benefits. Arms mastery. Bred for war. Zero out of 6. Ranks to distribute 11. Six. Oh, I see. You double click. Right clicking takes it away. Okay. So for this, rank 0 out of 6. Let me see what happens. So if we add 1 point into this, it unlocks all these. What if I do all these? Cannot place rank. The maximum number of ranks have been placed to his feet. Axe accuracy. Gloves. Shield training. Blades. Heavy weapon. Character must be at least level 5. Thrust and parry. Blade damage, blade accuracy. Okay, let me go back here. Thrust and parry. Let's take one for that and put it in this. Precise strike. Sounds pretty important. Okay, this is what we'll do. Finalize your character by editing their appearance. You can use the screen to customize your character's physical. Ah, I see. Okay. Portrait. Let's see how many we got. 10? 10 portraits, okay. Kind of like this one. Hairstyle. There's 9 of them. Let's do that. Mr. Spock says, I like the music, very MIDI-ish. And Jimmy says, any flowing pink robes? Don't know yet. facial hair. Hair color. I want brown. How many hair colors are there? 8. Okay. Skin tone. It's 2. Main color. Ooh. What do we got? 15. So Jimmy, pink flowing robes. There's kind of a pink. That's kind of pink. I'm gonna go with green. I like this. Main color, secondary color. Ah. Pants. Looks like we have 15 colors there. Let's give a little contrast here. Go with this. Tartary color? Oh, it's the robe or the cloak. That looks pretty cool. Hey, Sastam, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yes, it's a new game. It just came out for purchase on GOG and Steam today. I've been following it, but I'm playing blind. I'm trying to minimize my information on it, so I really don't know a whole lot about it. I watched a couple of interviews from the developer, but that was about it. Type a name and press continue. Okay. Prologue. On the wine, dark, raging seas of the outer isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves toward the accursed island of Hydra. Oh, we can use hotkeys. One made it continue. Nice. Updated journal. Waking up. Moan of creaking timbers. The tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and feeling of unease growing in your stomach. Rise, well rested and ready to go. Get up, mouth dry and head pounding. Rouse yourself from deep meditation. I guess I'm going to say 3. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. Okay, WASD it looks like is for movement. We can also use the arrow keys here. Regular arrow keys work too. Jimmy says very gold box-ish. Mr. Spock says I'm getting more Wizardry 7 vibes. Hey there, Iacus. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, this is my first time playing. I'm playing blind. I have not looked at the manual. So I'm trying to just see how it feels so I can do a review on it later. So I'm testing the intuitiveness. So far, very intuitive. Jimmy says wine dark sea, Homer-esque. We better not be running into Cyclopses or Lotus Eaters. Mr. Spock says 2 seems like a disadvantage from the get-go, lol. Yeah, I haven't even watched the trailer. Okay, so what's over here? Time. Day is 1:51. Weapons nearby. Cast a spell. Hide. Pass a turn. View the journal. View inventory. So we have a traveler's garb. 15 gold. Okay. Can't be far away. A desk with maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles, and the course is drawn toward an island named Hydra. Leave. It's over here. Okay. Something just struck the ship. Interactables. Mousing over an interactable object will make a yellow outline appear. Left mouse click to interact with the object. Right mouse click to examine it. Holding down shift will highlight all interactive objects in view. Some objects are hidden and won't be highlighted until they're spotted. Okay, I'm holding down shift. Okay, so right shift doesn't work, but left shift does. So right click, examine. You see a chest. I think we just picked up a bunch of gold. Ooh, okay, nice. Light club. Dagger, light blade. So the club does more damage, less crit chance. Rest, okay. Assuming to equip, you drag drop. You double click. Okay, only one weapon at a time, that's fine. 2 is unequipped. We get focus in here, we can do a 2 equip. Nice. We went to stealth mode. Here's main menu. Save. Okay, nice. Oh, whoa, what's going on here? I just got some kind of hype train. What is this? Oh, Grunk, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for resubscribing 21 months. Really appreciate that. 21 months, holy moly. Yeah, new game, I'm playing blind. Jimmy, you resubscribed for 18 months. Thank you so much. Wow, really appreciate it. Year and a half, Jimmy. And Duncan, 200 bits. Thank you guys. Wow, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for support. Okay, awesome. A train full of hype, Pegasus. It is. Okay, so we're done with the chest. Let's come over here. So far, the interface has been very intuitive. I have not found the hotkey for the main menu yet. I know the manual would tell me, but let me try control now. No, control puts you into stealth mode, and it's the left keyboard control. The right doesn't do it. Oh, there's a chest over here still. That looks like it's in another room. Locked. To your surprise, you realize this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade. Or just smash it. Slip the dagger through a gap in the door and lift the bar that was locked you in. The door begins to creak open. You got 100 experience. Clearly make out from the deck above. You should make haste. I spotted some things. Let's examine. Stealth -2. I wonder if that means while you're opening it, it causes your stealth to be too worse. Drunk says, is Jimmy trying to get you to cheat yet? Not yet. He has not tried yet. But you know that's coming. Jimmy says, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Thanks, Mr. Spock. I'm glad I can be your TV show. Cheat to win is often the best strategy, Koenig Dude says. Whoa, Duncan, another 200 bits. Thank you so much. Holy moly, you guys are so generous. Short sword. Nice. What do we got here? Hunting arrows. Leather armor, that's an upgrade for sure. Steel helmet, nice. Tonic of Vitality, Attunement Tonic. Okay, let's equip the short sword. I don't want, well, maybe you can have a bow. Oh, you can have a bow equipped at the same time. Oh, that's interesting. So it appeared here, but it didn't disappear from here. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Got armor. Oh, you wear armor and a clothing over the top. It's changing the little sprite too. That's cool. So what does this do? Heals 6 to 12. Magical aptitude, vitality. This restores attunement. Okay, and that's our dagger again. Okay. Save. What the heck just happened? How am I on a level 3 hype train already? What? Hold on. I gotta see what's going on here. Duncan just gifted 5 subs. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Duncan. Imagine, ATY, MTL Sandman, Penguin, and Dr. Sixtoe. Enjoy your sub from Duncan. Thank you so much, Duncan. Dang. Super generous. Okay, let's see here. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sound comes from the shadows. You squint toward the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forward. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt creature's rodent nature. Matt Barton would be super proud right now of having a rat in the first aspect of the game. ATY thanks Duncan for the gift sub. Yeah, that's awesome. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common shiprat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sound behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. Attack is our only option. Combat. Characters act according to initiative. You can view initiative order by using the initiative widget on the left side of the screen. Mousing over the widget makes it pop out. Note that the mousing over a name will make the character's outline flash on the battlefield. Nice. This tutorial built in is fantastic. Movement points. The widget on the lower left or the lower right side represents character's action points. The yellow pips represent movement points. The violet pips represent attacks. Character's movement action points. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay. You can move a number of tiles, each combat equal to the movement points and attacks. Okay. So if you don't want to attack, you can use that attack point to get an extra movement. But spending attacks to move means you won't be able to attack in turn. This is a good way of moving extra far. Okay, cool. Performing an action will clear out all remaining movement points. Okay, so if you attack, the movement goes away. Okay, that makes sense. Pressing shift in combat brings up the tactical overlay. Whoa, hype train level 3 at 24%. What? Was there more gifts? What's going on here? Hold on. Ah, the 2 extra subs that were done also counted. Nice. Thank you very much. Mr. Spock says red at the start is always a good choice. And Jermu, welcome Jermu. How are you doing? Says heard good things about this game. Download it now. Yeah. I'm playing blind, so if you have any knowledge of it, please no spoilers. Jimmy says initiative widget was Mr. Spock's nickname in college. You received a level 2 hype train emote. Nice. That's kind of a weird emote. It looks like a girl or guy's reaching toward the camera. Interesting. Okay. Thanks again, guys. Duncan especially. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Shift. Combat brings up the tactical overlay. Makes it easier to see the exact positioning of characters. Toggle the tactical overlay. Okay, cool. To the last, deploy your party. Ah, we gotta pick where to deploy. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna deploy him up here. So we can fight one at a time. See how this works. Weakly diseased. We just got diseased. Their initiative was higher than mine. Weakly diseased. We get 3 move and 1 attack. Cannot fire. Ah, we got to switch to melee. Here we go. 6 piercing damage. Okay, this is showing my points. Hostile. He only has 2 wounds. Injured arm. Unity's panic. Abilities infect. Okay. See if it shows the message. Yeah, it does. If we go into combat log, we can see what happened here. So, round 1's up here. Okay. Hits D4, infect. Weakly disease took 1 damage. Hit the rat, did 6 damage. Weakly infection hits D4, infect, took 1 damage. I hit it, killed it. Another one came up. Okay. My initiative is 7. Victory, 9 piercing damage. Okay, 90 experience, nice. Loot the corpses. Rat tails. So ubiquitously despised throughout the empire, that certain merchants will pay a bounty for their tales, as will certain alchemists. Nice. So now the question is, are we going to die from this disease? Can I rest yet? You can't make camp on this map. I guess we're gonna find out. We'll start moving. Crate. Potatoes, food. Potatoes alone can nourish a man's body indefinitely. Same cannot be said for his soul. Got something down here too. That's on the other side of the doors. Ah, you can turn the light off. See a torch. You have contracted a disease from your fight with the rats. You may see what conditions are affecting you, but yeah, we saw that. Okay, it shows it down here. Negative conditions can often be cured by magic or rest. This disease can be cured by a potion. Pick up and equip the lantern to search the area. Lantern. This? This. There's the lantern. Press T to equip it while exploring. Okay. Spotted something. Barrel. Salt. Runs on salt. Alien Empire's preservative and seasoning of choice. It's no wonder the Salt Merchants Guild is both rich and very powerful. Potion of Cure Disease. There we go. It's straining us. It's throwing us a bone. Nice. Okay, how do we use it? Consume. Boom. Weekly disease ended. Hooray. Okay, let's save it. Are we down in here? Time to go back upstairs. Yep. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. "De Forte, here at last," growls a rough voice. "Who's there? Show yourself." Freeze and listen carefully. Lunge at the figure. I think I'll do one. It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Why are you skulking around below decks planning our landing? Why? Mind your own business. What's going on? I'm gonna do two. The island is in sight, but the Guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. Did they say why? Or if we turn back, we lose our shot at the girl? I'm gonna say two. Only superstitious builds. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel. If we can't land, we lose our shot at the girl. I knew I'd regret chartering a Guilder ship. Okay, I guess I'll do one because it's said it twice now. And no one gets paid. Listen here, I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Hydra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go badly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us. Let's go for all the good it will do. Wait here, Roland. I guess number one. Wait, there are a few sailors up ahead. Rattles is a pair of rabbits. We're not here to make friends, if that's what you're suggesting. Is there a way past them? 2. There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left, and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Anything else I should know? Famous last words. Anything else I should know? Let's just get off this bloody boat. Motioning for you to take the lead. Roland falls behind. Ooh, we got another guy in our party. Okay. Press Q or the character's portraits to swap the party leader. Current leader's attributes are used for tests outside combat, such as awareness or stealth. Familiarize yourself with the attributes, abilities of your party members. Have the right character take the lead, depending on the circumstance. They level up to your current level? Ooh, that's interesting. Because of this, we now see a level up icon on the new party member. This icon will show up whenever a character is ready to level up. Double click the portrait to begin leveling up. Male human. Oh, he's a... Wait a minute. He's also an Arms Master Sellsword? That's funny. Select an entry. Select an entry. Really sure what this means. Exit or move character. Okay, we didn't level him up. Oh, up here maybe. Okay. Up here in the top. Make sure I'm doing this right. Feats. 11 points to distribute. Okay, maybe this is what it is. Spell Grimoire. Let's get him something else here. Axe. What does he have anyway? Two-hander, heavy blade. Okay, he's got a heavy blade. Let's deal with that. I think it was this one. Heavy weapon damage. Okay, we leveled him up. That's what that was. Okay, perfect. That was pretty intuitive. If there would have been a note on this screen here that would say ready for level up, click on something like feats or whatever, that would have helped a little bit. It didn't take long to figure that out. Okay, it says go through the door on the left. I think they mean down here. Yeah. Crafting. We can craft on the oven. Hey, Zachary. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So SKALD has a nice old school look so far. Yeah, it does. It's really nice so far. Yeah, we're not gonna do any of this right now. What we get? Kirkland. Except for its meager size with its abundance. It's a salted fish. Or it's used in salted fish. Okay, it is salted fish. We don't want to go through the right door, but I want to go down here first. Picked up some items. Thieving tools. Cool. What is this? Item cannot be used like this. Okay, that's fine. What does that say? Grindstone? Is that what that is? Okay, that'll be probably for crafting. Okay, let's go through the left door. Stealth. Press the hide button or to go into stealth mode. Action buttons also mapped into numerical buttons. Stealth mode becomes invisible. Yellow indicator means you're in danger of being spotted. While your indicator is yellow, it will count down to 0%. When it reaches 0, you're spotted. Oh, that's interesting. Moving in lit areas and being close to other characters will make it go down very fast. Stick to the shadows. Your ability to stay hidden is dictated by your stealth skill. Okay. Cool. Armor affects it too, it says. Your indicator turns green, it means you are no longer in danger of being spotted. Okay, now I finally get it. When it said on the treasure chest, stealth -5, it means if you're in stealth and you try to open it, it's going to lower your stealth by 5 at that point in time. That makes sense. Spending time in green areas will refill. Okay. Let's check this out. 89. Hold on. Let's go back out of here. I'm coming in and out of stealth and it went back up. The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead emperors, it's coming for us, it whispers to me. One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Get away from me. In diplomacy versus 10. Calm yourself. Your guild sailors. I don't think get away from me is a good response here. Okay, let's try this. Roland must roll a 9 or above on 2d6 to succeed. Oh boy, that's probably not going to happen. We rolled a 7. Failure. Half insane with terror, the sailors scream and lunge at you. Okay. Where are they at? They have a choke point. There's a choke point there and there. So, deploy your party. You go there. You go there. Can't reach. So Roland's really fast. D Forte's slow. They have 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. So he can move and then attack. So yeah, they're gonna go first. So I think we're gonna send him over here. Try to distract. He does not have a bow, does he? Is there a way to quit his turn? Five piercing damage. 6 piercing damage. 15 slashing damage. Bloodied. Critical hit. Okay. 92 experience. Light club. Gold. Surgery door key. Duncan says dice scam. Hey, Treforan and Moody, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Treforan says spoiler, this game is amazing. It just came out today, Moody. This is a new retro game that was just released. And you can get it on Steam or GOG. Probably somewhere else too, but those are the 2 places I know of. Alright, let's save it. Make sure we don't kill here. So I'm playing this blind. So if anybody... Oh, there's something I did not get down here. What is this? A note. Cook, I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There is a limit to how long a man can live on salt. This is a misspelling. Should be Limit. Potatoes and Perklin. Take head or get a dagger and I... Oh, maybe they're talking in slang. Because they said GIT for get. Okay, that makes sense. Ye cheap bastard. So it's purposely misspelled. That's funny. Let's see if we can rest here yet. No, we can't. Spotted something. Got a crate. More salt. It's over there. Okay, I'm not sure I'm ready to go up there. Should I use a potion? Well, we saved it. Let's go ahead and save it again. You emerge onto the deck and see 2 groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of the storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of an assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estebo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Address the ship's captain, address the mercenary leader. I'm going to address the ship captain. You direct your attention to the ship's captain. You know him to be a reasonable but suggestive man. Present, his usually placid eyes are wild with panic or anger. I paid you for passage to the shore, did I not? Why have we not dropped anchor? I do number 1. Captain lowers his weapon and speaks earnestly. The coast of Hydra is cursed. We'd heard tales and assumed them grog-drenched rumors only, but there's something between us and the shore that will drag us all to a watery grave. What are you talking about? What have you seen? We must sail on to the land in the gulf. Number 1. Naught but glimpses. My men have seen shadow of something deep in the water stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estevo glares murderously at the captain. You're an 8.1 out of 10, Moody. Glad to hear that. You revenge on our deal based on a glimpse? Foolish superstition. Take us in now. Estevo, do as you wish. I don't like any of these options. I'm going to do number 1. There is desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sail us or argue the point with Estevo. You speak sense. Perhaps it's better turn around. Estevo, have at it. We're doing number 2. Estevo lets out a short, hoarse laugh. Danger, I don't mind. Working for fools. That's how people get killed. Before you can reply, Estevo whistles and his men charge at you and the ship's crew. Fend off the mercenaries. Moving at least 2 tiles in a straight line before performing an attack allows characters with melee weapon to perform a charge attack. Increased likelihood to hit. Charge attacks add a bonus to your hit chance, depending on how far you manage to move before attacking. Okay. The teal pips over the character indicate how much momentum is built up by the character. The more momentum, the bigger the charge bonus. Okay. A successful charge will give the following text printing the bonus that was added to the characters to hit roll. Okay. Character can be flanked if opponents occupy the title above and below it, or to the left and right of it. Much easier to hit a flanked character. A rogue will automatically backstab flanked targets to deal massive damage. Here, the main character has moved to the right of the mercenary. And then Roland moves to the left of the mercenary, who is now flanked. Note the red double arrow icon indicates when a character is flanked. Okay. Make ready. Alright. So who are the good guys? I guess these are good and these are bad because these are red. So let's see if we can do either a flank or a charge. 1, 2. 1, 2. So I want to put 1 here. So he has 3 movement and an attack. 1, 2, 3. Same with that. Okay. Assuming we can't adjust these guys. Ah, they went first. I should have looked at the initiative over here. Roland. Attunement. We're going to use one of these. And we can still attack. Nice. Ooh, spellcaster. Ah, they moved. Could potentially go here. I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4. And then be a flank, but there's no point. Yeah, you can right click to look at this. Yep. Initiative scam, Duncan says. So this guy must be a caster. Yeah, he's a Magos. Spells lightning strike. This is an archer. Vitality on wounds. Wounds 2. Okay, we need to heal. Oh, this is party inventory. Ah, okay. So what is this here? Repeat last action. Oh, that's cool. View combat log. Hold action until end of turn. Alright. I think I'm gonna drink another potion. Build one. Nice. Just let them do the work. Let's go over here. Victory! 137 experience. Scimitar. 3 to 5 damage. What's that? Verses 1 through 6. And a longbow. Fire arrows. Whoa. Nice. Okay, can we rest? We still can't rest. We did now. You rest your sword arm and convey the survey the carnage. Then suddenly a loud crash of something collides violently with the hull. Surviving mercenaries and crewmen alike fight to keep their footing. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. I thought he died. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inward and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the mast like they were matchsticks. Stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Go to his aid, leave Roland to his fate. You dash toward the Ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm inside the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge Roland's arm but lose his grip, and your fingers close only around air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. Mr. Spock says it's not a party until the tentacles show up. You watch as he's swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandon. As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving in to flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper, even deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. Haha. Got a cutscene. 2 weeks earlier. Quest completed. The Zephyr. Okay, this is interesting. Guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble house Baron. Guard scowls somewhat at you. Armsmaster Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. Better talk to her if you've not already done so. Come here, whelp. An aging armored man in the livery house Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face. Fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. Turn his challenging stare. Walk on by. Hey Andrew, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, it's Retro Island Gaming, guys. Not that he needs my shout out, but he was streaming this earlier. Actually, Andrew, you're the one that, when I watched your stream earlier, you're the one that notified me, that made me aware, I should say, that this game was available. So I went and bought it. I bet you're pretty far into it since you streamed for so long. Yeah, I'm playing blind. I haven't looked at the manual or anything. And I just started, created a character, and I'm going to eventually do a review on it, which is why I play it blind. Play all my games blind. Mr. Spock says, I like to choose your own adventure thing here. Yeah, it's fun. You put a lot of time into it. Still couldn't figure out everything mechanic-wise. Gotcha. Yeah, so far I've been really pleased with how intuitive it is. But yeah, thanks again for streaming that, Andrew. So it just came out today, guys, by the way. Let's see. We're going to return his stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward, and leans toward you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals had begun to warm up. Kydian, you fool! Stand aside, old man. I have business with your lord. How come we're always a jerk? I guess we have to play the jerk in the game. I guess we'll call him an old fool. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Kydian may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, you old boar. It's good to see some things haven't changed. Do the second one. He steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? Glorious battle at my side. Drunken reeking. Let's not dwell on old wounds. Do you know why I'm here? Let's do that one. Master Cato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. D. Forte. Lyra, the new master at arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to. If you think I had a temper. Okay, so Lyra. The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. I shall look for this Lyra. What are you hiding from me? Oh boy. Last time I tried to roll, it failed miserably. Not sure what the versus 15 means. I had last time versus 10. I'm assuming the higher the number, the harder it is to make it happen. We'll try it. D. Forte will automatically fail this skill check due to his having low. I guess we can't back up. Right there, lesson learned. So yeah, difficulty higher is worse. Failure. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best to see him yourself. The man offers a smile, but it fails to iron out the concerned creases around his eyes. If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait. And we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Whatever may come to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, boy. The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off your balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially. Hey, DC, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? DC says, I'm debating on if I should do this or stick with Betrayal at Condor this weekend. Duncan says, difficulty. There it is. D&D through and through. Yeah, this game's getting a lot of love, which is fantastic. Yep. Okay, he says, my knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on account of the aches. Let me tell you, I'll take an arrow in the leg any day. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Okay, brandy. But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her. I'll be here for later. Okay. We're going to explore. Woof! You pet the dog. That's cute. Guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble house baron. Guard scowls somewhat at you. Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You better talk to her if you've not already done so. I don't know if that's her or not. Let me see if I can explore first. I hear Master Cato isn't something seeing anyone. Should you be here? Should you be here? Probably not, but I'm exploring. We're just sneaking around. Yeah, DC had been streaming Lone Wolf as well, which is fun. I love the Lone Wolf books. Guardsman, okay, it's the same thing. And Moody's been streaming Wizardry 6 Remastered. Iron Man run. Which is fun. Any other streamers? in the chat? Okay, I don't think there's anything else for me to look at here. Here. The woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master at arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, De Forte. Master Cato welcomes you back to the House of Baron. The Master is eager to meet with you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food. Then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens. I wish to see him right away. Very well. I shall explore. Why have I been summoned? The maze? Why? I'm going to say why I've been summoned. That's for the master himself to answer. He will soon. Enough. For now, though, please get some food and look around. Okay. Sure you still know your way around the grounds. The kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden at the hedge maze is to the west. Oh, here's the entrance. Okay. You enter the kitchen, and a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. Oh, what the heck? We just got a raid. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hey, Duke Donuts? Please. Okay, thanks for giving him the shout out. Duke's here, guys. Thank you so much for the raid, Duke. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I just now saw the raid. I was engrossed in the story. What were you just streaming, Duke? Oh, you were just playing it as well? Awesome. Excellent game so far. Hope you have a great time with it. Thank you, Duke. I really appreciate it. Yes, so I'm playing it blind. I haven't looked at the manual because I do want to do a review of it later. So I'm just kind of feeling how intuitive it is. And I've been very impressed with the user interface so far. The built-in tutorial's fantastic. And yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. But I know nothing about it because I researched it a couple years ago. And then I stopped because I figured it'd take a while before it came out, and I didn't want spoilers. So I really know nothing about it, which is great. Duke says, yeah, did a little sponsorship bid for them. It's a great game so far. I love how intuitive it is. Yeah. I love how all the mechanics are hyperlinked to each other. Yes. Yes, I agree. It's been super intuitive. And the music's been great. The music hasn't felt repetitive at all. It has felt very natural. So yeah, so far A+. I know I just started, but I have no affiliations with this. So I'm giving you an honest opinion for anybody watching. But yeah, thanks again for that raid, Duke. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Duke's always streaming all kinds of games, just like Rig. Lots of entertainment on their side. They're really big streamers here, so my shout out's probably useless, but do it anyway. Okay, you remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Oh yeah, and Duke has also he streams all kinds of things, but he's been streaming Wizardry 6. I think it's his first time, which is fun to watch. Okay, child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Magda clasped you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As son to the master at arms for the great house baron, you did not go wanting. Material, at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. Here's her again. He's here again. Down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now, but it would be best if you got him to bed. Or his men see him like this. Again. The knot in your stomach is real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go get him. Quest started the cellar. Don't worry, we won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, DeForte, deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lord? The man in a chef's outfit offers you in a hoarse voice. Okay. Do I go straight to the cellar? You're gonna lurk for a bit, Duke? Okay. Well, I just really appreciate you doing the raid there, and I appreciate your streams that you do. Jimmy says, yeah, the Wizardry 6 streams have been fun. And also says she comes equipped with treats. My girl. Yeah. And she has tubby hands. Duncan says. Exactly. So that's got to be the woman, right? Yeah, I can't talk to her again. Let's see, who's this? The chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I am Chef Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lord. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished? My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stoke the fire, you run down in the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. That's gonna make me hungry. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, as you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Look at that, Jimmy. Melted cheese sandwich. Splendid. The pantry is west to the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. Return when you have cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. They already told us where the cellar is, and has asked me to fetch a bottle from him. Okay, let's do that one. Ha! The old wretch is too cowardly to come himself, so he sends you instead. The brandy will be the end of him, I say. Then again, who am I to deny the old fool his few pleasures? You'll find a crate of fine Bromrian brandy in the northeast corner of the wine cellar. Okay, northeast. Mr. Spock says, isn't giving you one response option not really a choice? Oh, yeah, exactly. And I guess the sandwiches were invented already. That's right. Well, I guess we don't know when this was, right? Or even what world it's in. Jimmy said, did I write this game? Nika says, and Cheddar too? Does this take place in England? Beats me. I haven't read any of the story because I want to play it blind. Okay, we're going to leave. Here's something. What is this? Cauldron. Ah, we can craft. We have salted fish. A recipe for crafting salted fish. Hey, we have it. DeForte has a crafting skill of 2d6 plus 1 versus difficulty 10. Wait a minute, I know I have that. Why is it not showing that? You must add ingredients. Okay, hang on. Let me double check and make sure. Oh, what happened to all my goods? Is it? Oh, this was 2 weeks earlier. Duh. Okay. Yeah, that's right. This was 2 weeks earlier, so we're back to noob status. Lantern, all right. Take it. T to turn that on. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff and their wine tasting sessions. No doubt, much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. Okay, I'm getting a major Wizardry 6 vibe here. So Wizardry 6, not Wizardry, I'm sorry, Ultima 6. Ultima 6 had a similar situation with a wine cellar and ghosts. So I'm wondering if the developer, if anybody knows, you can post it here. I wonder if the developer was inspired by that. Mr. Spock says, cheddar is beloved throughout the world, I assume. Naika says, ah, yes, we know the city of Cheddar exists in this world, but maybe a different part. And Jimmy says, wow, this game has a crafting system? I bet it's abusable. That's funny. Do we want to go into the wine cellar? Yeah, let's go into the wine cellar. So northeast is where we want to go. You're gripped by a long-hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in doing so, preserved its strength. Now it demands freedom. Quest completed, the cellar. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim lit light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door. Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her wandering the forest outside the estate, Mistress Valeria. Help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her heart. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. But how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. Lord Cato trusted me and I failed him. But Valeria was one to pay the price. Mind broken and that spawn of a child. Father's voice seethes with fury. Enough! Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother. Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Turn and run, strike the man. Is there another option? Jaforan says the writing is so good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Oh man. Well, obviously talking hasn't done a darn thing yet. So the shut up comment's not gonna work. Turn and run, what good's that gonna do? I mean, yeah, the only option here is strike the man. You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory, your knuckles white. You're alone in the damp cellar and you don't particularly feel like dwelling here. Wow, what a memory. So we got to get up there. That's probably the bottle of ale. Here we go. Or the, whatever it is he wanted. Brandy, yeah. A bottle of strong brandy, the tired old mercenary's best friend. Removes conditions with tag afraid. That's really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game. Wizardry 8, when you drink alcohol, it can give you Superman condition. It's very rare, but it can. But I've never seen an RPG, I don't think, that removes fear when you become intoxicated. Makes sense. That's interesting. Okay. I got the brandy. I haven't saved for a while. Let's turn it. Hey, Cortex, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yes, is the game good? I just started playing. I'm playing it blind. And so far, yes, I've really enjoyed it. But I'm very early in. It just came out today. Ooh, got some food. Cured ham, all right. And I'm playing it blind, so I don't know much about it. Which is the way I like it. Ooh, here's the cheddar. Cheese wheels. Nice. So when you see the flashing like that, I'm holding down the shift key. Just in case viewers are wondering what the heck that is. It reveals things on the screen that you can interact with. I thought I saw something. Anything else over here? That's where we came from. Nope, okay. Let's exit. Okay, do we need to talk to him now? I have the ham and cheese, here we go. New recipe, cheese sandwich. Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Now go give it a try and bring me the result. I shall see if you have it in you. Oh boy. My crafting skill's terrible. Cheese sandwich. Craft. For a few moments while eating a melted cheese sandwich, all is well in the world. Can I do another? No, we're missing the bread. Okay. Present the sandwich for inspection. Here we go. An evening meal. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softest part of the cheese, the savouriness of the ham. Perfection. You shall indeed never again go hungry in the night. Nice. Okay. Wait. Yeah, we've already viewed that. Okay. So did we get the cheese sandwich? We did. Nice. And we still have some cured ham as well. Like it. All right. So I need to bring back the brandy. So, yeah, this guy here. I have your medicine. Where was the kitchen? How do I find the garden? Yeah, it is. Quest completed. The boar's medicine. Ha! That's some fine foraging, young whelp. Or you can get a word in. The Kydian snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your sleep be dreamless. He speaks as if to himself. Mr. Spock says there's an NES game that has this overhead style, and I can't think of it now. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, Mr. Spock. I don't know. He smiles, an old soldier's greeting, something someone on Mercenary would say to one another as a prayer to not dwell on painful memories, the kind that comes with work. Your father and I. He halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now, I've held you long enough. Be on your way. It would scare me less if you joined me. Let's try that. Under no circumstance. Now, if you will excuse me. Dang. What if we ask her again? Let's be persistent. Sometimes that works in RPGs. Try it one more time. Fail. Okay, let's go see the master. Very well. If it pleases you, the master is in his office just ahead. And note, once you meet with the master, things may move quickly, and you may not have another chance to walk the grounds. Remember the way. I prefer to go alone. Second thought, I'd rather explore. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. Flicker of a smile plays across her face, and she beckons for you. She did go into our party. I guess maybe it's just temporary. Whoa, yeah, it's got to be temporary. She's level 9. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break here, guys. I will be back in probably 5 minutes or so. Okay, everyone, I am back. Let's keep this going. Let's see. TC says, hi from both sides of the raid. Okay. Let's see, where are we going? Opulent has faded, the shadow is longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. Trying to remember how long it's been, I didn't come here to reminisce. It's been years, perhaps decades since you were here. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since. You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Do one more. Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. Your father's always insisted to his dying breath that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. Okay. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning. But the sight of two women depicted fills you with sadness. One you recognize immediately, Valeria, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a gray ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Baron, daughter of the house and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's proud timidness. Lyra's eyes flicker ever so brightly, or slightly. We should hasten to Master Baron. He's long been impatient to see you. Mistress is vacationing on the countryside. Okay. Something over there. Cato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but most reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he lost none of his composure of an air of casual authority. I really like the dithering of the graphics. The EGA-ish color palette and the dithering you can see here. Really nice. Okay, let's see. Continue. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again, your own man, and in your prime, Cato says, before a frown consumes a smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. Perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. Why do you summon me? Ambla's missing. Cato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, De Forte, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs. She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Cato begins to glower. Since then, however, there's been reports, grave ones. So obviously she's the one that we were trying to fetch before our ship went down. No one and in no word has left Idrian days. Rumor has it even the Imperial augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me when we leave. Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she's looking for answers. Why Hydra? There is little on the Isles save the port of Horin. If Hydra was her destination, she must have landed there. Yes, an old imperial port, and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead. You mentioned aptitude? An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical Imperial's praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind of empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answer that she seeks. What can I do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Hydra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost. Just bring back my daughter. Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I've summoned a Roland Greyeye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task. Okay, so what's funny about this is Roland was a complete noob. Like, he leveled up to level 1, I think, to match my level. So he's hired this complete noob to go get his daughter. That's pretty funny. Roland? The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. Cato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. I accept very well. I'll do it. What makes you think I care? I'm gonna do the first one, for Embla's sake. He smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate it, of the essence. Let's just get on with it. He stands with poorly concealed effort. In De Forte, return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair. Shake his hand and leave. Remain silent, leave. You have my word, Cato. Leave. We're gonna shake his hand. Chapter 1. Twilight meeting. Game saved. Okay. Oh. Okay. So this is after the boat sank. Let's take a look here. I lost everything. We lost everything, but we have a level up due. Reach level 2. Plus 5 vitality. Nice. For the first time in your life, you are overcome with a sense of purpose. The path ahead will undoubtedly be difficult, but you are certain it is the one you were supposed to take. Okay, we have 3 points to distribute. Deep cut. Let's keep going down this path. Level 5. Hold on. Character level must be 5. Okay. Not the feat level, the character level. What's over here? Bred for war. Increased athletics, toughness, second wind. What do we got? Shield. Stunning blow. I don't think I'm going to worry about archery. We're going to stick with the swords. So because of that, I'm going to work on this. Okay. We have no healing potion, so we're not doing that. Guess we'll go left. Nope. We're going to stealth, we can see better. Let's do that. Those are walls. Water. We can hold down the mouse cursor. Slowly you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relatively safe solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forwards as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. You're awoken by the cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Not today. Minutes or perhaps hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back in your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Hydra. Strewn around you is the wreckage of Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and your companion soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Your character is critically injured. This means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. The green bar under your character portrait represents your vitality score. Vitality is a buffer to your wounds, and as long as you have vitality left, you won't take serious wound damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. Okay, we know that. Try avoiding taking wound damage at all costs. So the purple is the wounds, okay. So that's a lot like Darklands. In Darklands, you had strength. I think maybe endurance. I don't remember what it was called. And one was the easily healing one, and one was kind of like your hit points. So that's cool. I like that. Jimmy says, our beautiful faces. Wounds can only be... Wait a minute. Wounds can also only be recovered, okay, by resting or leveling up. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition, as indicated by the icon on the portrait. Injuries confer serious penalties. Your character can only be removed by resting. Okay. Making camp and resting is the surest way to restore an injured character. Note that resting is not possible in every location. You can also rest at inns. Okay. Let's try to rest. Oh, wait, we're not injured anymore. This is a camp screen. Camp activities for the party members. Yeah, that's a lot like Darklands. Darklands had a similar thing it would do. So I wonder if that was an inspiration for the game. I always liked that in Darklands, so... Alright, by default the game always auto-saves when you make camp. Interesting. To fully recover from your injuries, your party members must be well fed. Normally 10 points of food is required per party member. And that's like Ultima 6. Okay. Party's food. If less than the required amount is added, your party will only recover partially. Add food from your inventory by double-clicking it. The prepared meals add a lot more food per item than raw ingredients. Seek out crafting stations. That's cool. I like that. You also need to select camp activities for your party members. Yep. Let's train. That's cool. Like it. So we have 0 food right now. Exit. Hey, Rushinaka, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, it looks like diet does matter. Vegan, vegetarian. Yeah, exactly. DC says in this resting food wound stuff reminds me of the Arcana series, Resting in the Lake. I'm not familiar with that. So that's cool. Okay, where are we going? Spotted something. Great. Goblet. Silk ribbon. How do I get up there? There's probably a hotkey. To show you where you can walk. Spotted something. Gold? Nice. Moderate attunement tonic. So I'm assuming attunement is like spell points, but I don't know that for sure yet. We will find out eventually. Okay, we can't get up there. Oh, I see now. The dark is where you can't walk. Wading out of the freezing surf, you lose the footing on the slick stones and fall heavily to the ground. There's a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and as you frantically try to get to your feet, you slip again. Standing above you on a large rock is a young woman dressed in nautical guild livery. Wet auburn hair clings to her face in the cold wind. Magius balls! I was sure I was the only one to make it ashore. The woman leaps from the rocks and helps you back on your feet. Looking you up and down, she fetches a wineskin from her belt and offers it to you. The skin is nearly empty, save for a last mouthful of brandy. You drink it down greedily, and slowly you feel a modicum of warmth creep into your bones. You recognize the young woman's face now. She must have served on the Zephyr. Katiana's my name. The crew calls me Kat. Or rather, they did, I suppose. She looks up and down the beach with furrowed brow. Listen, you have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze, or worse. There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. And there are beasts, huge sea creatures I ain't never seen afore. I saw them dragging the dead crewmen in a cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. Cat shudders. We need supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage on the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. A warm fire and some food would go a long way. Cat offers you her hand and drags you to your feet. She looks pensively toward the west. Also, as I said, there's a cave west here. I think the crabs dragged off most of the corpses there. But what if they're not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance one of the officers was carrying the seal when the boat sank. If we can find it, the Nautical Guild will give anything they have to return it to him. The captain seals a medallion of sorts that is carried on every guild vessel. It's not just for show either. They say the seals are forged by the Magi and that they have secret powers. But I don't know anything about that. All I know is the guild pays well to have one returned if a ship is ever lost. It's always worn by one of the officers, but I don't think the captain had it on them when the fight broke out. Might have been the first mate was carrying it, and I think he was still alive when the ship sank. So, I would say, cave to the west is where we should start looking. You ready to go? Questions? You're not coming with me. Let's go. Good. I found this bow in a cargo crate. We best find you a weapon too as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before long. Begin to move off the beach toward whatever darkness dwells in the island's interior. Okay. She's level 2. Ooh, she's a thief. Tradecraft. Light weapons initiate. Thievery initiate. Yeah, there's a lot to unlock this way. So this could be bow related. Thievery. Smoke bomb. Increased movement. Increased dodge. Critical resistance. So this looks movement oriented. This sounds more complicated, the thievery stuff. So my first playthrough, I think I'm going to avoid that. Let's do this one. Frontier and Tradecraft. Let's do this. Okay, we got 1 point left. All right. Hey, we found a weapon. Not a very good one, but better than nothing, right? Better with a blade than we are with a club. Good. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I had her selected. There we go. Can we take her armor? She doesn't have any armor. Tunic. Rags, we don't want that. Okay. Weaving comb. Weaving tapestries, okay. Buttons. Save it. Let's see if we can get up there somehow. Spotted something. Rations, nice. You can climb the wall ahead, difficulty 10. Must roll a 5 or higher. Hold on, before we do that. Yeah, it looks like that's the only way to go. Send. Made it. Eggs. Oh, that's the climb again. Stench of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, grotesquely misshapen crustacean horrors feast greedily on the corpses of the dead crew of the Zephyr. Blasted horrors, Cat spits through gritting teeth. What manner of force has spawned these creatures? Got some items, it said. What was it? Flower. Firewing insect. Alchemical ingredient, okay. Before I go there, let's go up here. Why am I glad I got athletics? Getting a lot of food. There's a guy up here. It's a crewman from the Zephyr. Lucky enough to have made it ashore. The man is swaying and looks in shock. I saw it by the dead. I just saw it out there. The thing that sunk us, it's still there. He begins jabbering incoherently. Star spawn. We're getting lots of reagents. Bedroll. Oh, the bedroll counts as a camp. We see. Finely wrought telescope used for astronomical observations. Its lenses are no doubt the product of some of the Empire's finest halomancers. It allows stars to be observed, even in full daylight. Examine the seas, examine the skies, leave. Let's examine the seas. You look out upon the churning gray royal that surrounds the windswept shores of Hydra. Far out there among the great waves and beating winds, you swear you momentarily see a great glistening shape shifting just beneath the surface. Whatever madness has befallen this island, you are certainly safer here than on any ship out there. Use it further. Examine the skies. After a few moments searching, you find a gap where the stormy skies have parted just enough to allow you to examine the stars. Ah, here's the lore skill coming in. Lore skill 5 or higher. Okay. Leave. That is cool though. I like it. Brandy. Rations. Journal. Okay. Let's see if we can read the journal. Read. Yeah, this interface is very intuitive. The journal contains a large amount of tabulated data that appears to be astronomical or astrological in nature, interspersed with notes. The final entries appear to have been made only days before your arrival. Observe strange dancing lights in the sky, not unlike the sailors to the far south describe the polar regions, yet somehow different. Colors indescribable. Ah, they're talking about the like a aurora borealis type thing. Even thought I heard a sound somewhere between a deep veil and singing. Oh wow, this is a lot of text. Bodies in the sky. The stars are wrong in so many ways, as I observed an alien cluster in this southeast quadrant. Dawned upon me with absolute certainty I am not watching them, they are watching me. I dread to look again. They beckon me. That's interesting. Deeper, more profound than any mortal mind can comprehend. I believe I shall look again. I must. Interesting. Ooh, we got rope. Nice. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and save it here. For those that are new to my Twitch stream, I stream every day, sometimes even twice a day, but usually once a day. Usually my streams are shorter because of that. I usually stream about 2 hours. Sometimes on the weekends I stream twice, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here for tonight. So, really enjoying the game. Definitely going to keep streaming this one. I'm also streaming Wizardry 6 Remaster right now. Wizardry 8. What else? The Bard's Tale trilogy, my Bard's Tale mod. We're in the 3rd volume. I'm going to get back to Realms of Antiquity soon. I've got an active stream or play of that going. Deadly Towers. So, I've got a lot going on right now. Oh, and Gateway of Savage Frontier, the AD&D Gold Box game. We're doing an Iron Man run on that. So, anyway, this will be in the mix. Lots of fun. Really enjoyed it. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Jimmy says, SKALD Iron Man run now? Or when? Well, I'm actually trying that now. I'm sure I'm going to end up dead. But it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I'm sure there's no way I'm going to be able to Iron Man it this first time. Yep. My pleasure, Jaforan. So let's see here. Can we give someone a raid? Pass on the fun that Duke Donuts was so kind to do. Let's send you guys over to Herkzina. What is he streaming? Something retro. I'm not sure what it is, but we're going to start a raid over to him. He does lots of retro streams as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.